Is the Bitcoin price potentially setting up for a double top reversal somewhere in the 10K range? Let's dive in and analyze. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. Today we're going to discuss the Bitcoin price and the action inside the chart right now. My friends, I've been pointing it out day in and day out that Bitcoin right now is at one of the most critical regions we've seen in years, and we are seeing a pump today, a little pumpanachi don dot. Tell your wife, tell your fat. But my friends, it is not all peaches and cream here for BTC. So as a full-time trader, I'd like to discuss with you my strategy, my game plan, and how I plan to crush this market right now in the immediate term. So without any further ado, you guys already know the deal. If you like these daily crypto videos and nightly live streams, smack that thumbs up button, click the subscribe, tick the little bell. And let's get this crypto. Moon the likes, ladies and gentlemen. Moon them up, all right? So we'll begin with our Bitcoin technical analysis. And of course, before we begin, this is not investment advice. This is not trading advice. These are only my own opinions, ideas, and speculative hypotheses on the market. Always do your own research and your own due diligence before investing or trading, as this market is extremely high risk, and I am not your financial advisor. I will never tell you what to do with your trades or investments. That being said, let's begin right here on the one-day time frame for Bitcoin. Now, clearly, my friends, Bitcoin did test up to a relative double top. I mean, of course, it was not perfect, but in trading, you very rarely get anything that's picture perfect. If we go now into the 4-hour time frame, if you remember on yesterday's stream, if you are subscribed here, and if you're not already, you should hit that subscribe button and tick the little bell. But we pointed this out yesterday, how this range in particular had a lot of confluence, and if the bulls were able to get through this range, that it could potentially set us up for that next move to the upside. So let's discuss this. Now, my friends, although the bulls got through this very micro range of potential resistance, we've now seen that the sell pressure came in around the double top, and we can't lose focus that although we got through the micro resistance level, this whole red box here, my friends, is, for the time being right now, what I'm calling the proverbial unbreakable ceiling for Bitcoin. I mean, we've seen this tested time and time and time again all throughout the past year, and Bitcoin has been rejected swiftly each and every time that it's got up into this range. And even recently, we just saw it before the halving, my friends. This was an absolutely heinous decline. We saw our top come in and got rejected minus 19% to the downside. And right now we are looking to potentially reclaim that high that we previously tested up to. So now that we're up here, we have to start examining, is there enough juice in the tank for the bulls to potentially continue forward? And is there any bearishness going on here? So here on the 4-hour, what I want to point out, my friends, is that we are right now respecting that downward sloping line at the top there. But even more so, my friends, I want to draw this little pattern right here, right? Well, actually, let me get rid of this top trend line, and we're going to draw this like this. Now, take it with a grain of salt, my friends. This is on the 4-hour time frame. The micros in Bitcoin, it's very sporadic in its movements. But right now, this could be a rising wedge formation that, if we lose the support, could break to the downside, right? Also, we have to understand right now that if we pull up our RSI here and our MACD histogram, that here on the 4-hour time frame, we are seeing a hidden bearish divergence, my friends, right now, okay? That we had our prior high here, which is higher than the price action right now, okay? And right now we are diverging for a hidden bearish divergence there on the MACD histogram, right? That is not a classic bearish divergence. That is called a hidden bearish divergence. We have also now tapped up into overbought territory on the 4-hour RSI, and we have begun to see rejection. Prior times that we've tested up into the 4-hour range, on the RSI into the overbought range, we've seen it met with swift dumps. This is just how it's been going lately, my friends. Doesn't have to occur the same way, but we've seen it many a time here that Bitcoin has gone into this overbought condition. We've seen it met with a swift pullback. Now, we are seeing that hidden potential bearish divergence there. If we actually go to the futures chart real quick, I want to point this out here as well. The Bitcoin CME futures gap filled, my friends. The Don was pointing it out, right? I was even looking to potentially long up into this gap, my friends, but this whole debacle of the wicking action leading into the halving, I couldn't get in a position there. The stop loss hunting, the liquidation hunting in here was too heinous, right? It was too tough for me to get in a position. It was wicking long trades out and wicking short trades out. But I was speculating that this gap had a large probability to fill. And my friends, what do you know? Ding, ding, ding. Chicken wings for dinner, tofu if you're vegan. The gap filled once again. And my friends, now that that gap has filled, mixed into the confluence there with everything else I'm pointing out here, a potential rising wedge pattern on the 4-hour, a potential double top inside of a longer term potential bearish unbreakable ceiling here, you know, my friends, we do have to start taking into consideration that it's possible that this trend could be due for a pullback, okay? Now, also here on the 1 day, looking at the RSI, we could see that the price is very close to getting back up to that old high, right? It hasn't yet, but it's very close. Now, something to keep on your radar here, it hasn't happened yet, but just keep this on your watch list, okay? That if the price does happen to exceed the prior high there, around 10,000, my friends, if this RSI on the daily does not eclipse this prior one, we will be seeing a bearish divergence forming there as well. If we get the price higher and the RSI closes lower, it does look like it's potentially setting up for something like that right now. That is pure speculation on my end. It is too early. I'm just telling you to put that on your watch list. If it is in fact to occur, let's get this crypto. Now, I think I've just pointed out some of the bearish aspects here, and you guys know if this does break down, I will be looking to trade this to the best of my ability, and I will keep you updated around the clock with all of my entries, exits, targets, positions, etc., all exclusively for you in VIP. So if you're not already in VIP, I will see you in VIP right now after this video. Let's get this crypto. But moving on from there, let's talk about now, if this does break down, does this have to be the end? Well, my friends, I think that we should discuss the possibility of this just being another little dip before we actually look to break through. And you should all know by now that if we do break through this range here, this absolutely heinous resistance ceiling, if Bitcoin can break through there, consolidate and close weekly candles above here, I am under the impression that we could be headed into an absolutely spectacular bull market here. So I don't want to rule out the possibility that Bitcoin could be setting up to break through this ceiling. Now let's look at the possibilities here from a bullish perspective if we are to pull back or if we are to just rip right through right now with no pullback, okay? Let's get this crypto. But my friends, if you are enjoying thus far, if you could please smash that thumbs up button. I so appreciate it. It really helps the channel. If you're not subscribed already, my friends, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell and select all. That gives you the notifications when I upload nearly on a daily basis. Let's get this crypto. Okay, so now let's move forward here. So we've just discussed the possibility for a short-term bearish pullback. But what we have to understand is that just yesterday, this green range here on a micro level was what I was seeing as potential resistance. It broke through the resistance, right? Trading up into it could have been resistance. Now that we've broke it and would be back testing down into it, this is what we would look for in terms of a reversal point, right? Where we could see old resistance flip into new potential support anywhere down to the $9,000 range. I think if Bitcoin pulls back and holds above 9,000, that we could have a real chance to move up, my friends, and break that old high, okay? Other things to consider here is that when we go back to the daily time frame, our moving averages look very healthy here. We have the 21, the 50, and the 200 all in a very nice territory, potentially supporting that price. Even more importantly than the daily, our weekly moving averages, my friends, the 50 and the 21 supporting that price action right now. You guys know that these have been absolutely critical to the health of the Bitcoin bull market all throughout Bitcoin's history. Trading above both of them, we've generally been in a very bullish market environment. Trading below them, we've generally been in a very bearish market environment. Right now, Bitcoin is still above both of them. It's just that we still are in a multi-year, lower high, bearish market structure, which still is in favor of the bears no matter how you look at it. You cannot argue that, little James, okay? Oh, Kirby, what? You just don't understand. I love Bitcoin. Little James, we all love Bitcoin. You not get it? This is why I have a Bitcoin trading channel, Stunad. There's nothing against Bitcoin, right? Oh, Kirby, you've been bearish for 3 years. Now all of a sudden you're getting bullish. My friend, why do you think I've been bearish for all these years? Because the market has been bearish. Stunad. Now, if the market breaks this structure and begins to go bullish, yes, the Don will be bullish. And all the moon boys, oh, Kirby, how convenient. You turn into a bull now. Yes, I turned into a bull when the market broke bearish structure and turned into bullish structure. Sheesh. Blows my mind how these degenerates think, ladies and gentlemen. They need some fish oils, up that IQ level. Maybe a little calisthenics, get the blood pumping. Sheesh. Okay? So now, this still looking healthy to me. It's just that we need to get through. The bulls need to blast through this region. If we get rejected here and then close weekly candles below these two moving averages after getting a rare triple top rejection there, not what I want to see, ladies and gentlemen. That will keep this bearish structure intact. And at that point, I will start eyeing capitulation levels again. Okay, let's get this crypto. But right now, I hope that you guys see that even if we get a pullback, I don't think all hope has to be lost here for the bulls. I think that the bulls are actually setting up for what could be a very nice potential run here, at least to take a shot to really break out of this region that's suppressed the price of Bitcoin for over 2 years at this point, okay? So I just want you to be well aware that I do think a short-term pullback is possible. Doesn't have to occur, right? Does not have to occur. We could look to rip up right now. It's just that there are some signs here that I've pointed out all throughout the video, right? The potential hidden bearish divergence on the MACD histogram, the overbought reading on the 4-hour RSI, the potential micro double top, the rising wedge potential pattern, right? Things like that. And for me right now, and the fact, do not forget the fact, my friends, that the CME futures gap filled, okay? So that has already been accomplished, right? So speculators may say, hey, the gap is filled. This could look for, a pullback now as the upside speculation subsides for a bit, right? We have to keep our eye on what's going on right now. You know that the Don is watching this market like a hawk with an eagle eye, my friends. Right now, these are very critical times in this market. I said it yesterday, and I'll say it again right now. I think that the next move here is going to be absolutely explosive. My friends, are you going to take that trip to Rec City with Average Joe and James at the water cooler, or are you going to crush this market and get this crypto? Right now, I'm personally strategizing to absolutely crush it to the best of my ability. Ladies and gentlemen, I already said it, but if you're not in my VIP already, I will be keeping you exclusively updated with all of my entries, exits, targets, trade setup ideas, strategy ideas, where I'm looking for my take profit zones, etc. I'll keep you exclusively updated with all of that in VIP. The time is ticking here on what I believe to be setting up for what could be an absolutely gigantic macro move, either a heinous rejection to confirm the multi-year bearish structure that has for the time being remained unbreakable, or, my friends, we are going to see Bitcoin get through this range, smash it with a vengeance, consolidate above, and potentially begin the bull market. What do you think? Let me know with a comment down below. It's not really important to come up with a prediction right now. Oh, Curry, I think it's going to the moon. You just have to watch what's going on here, right? You see, I've pretty much just outlined all of the possibilities here for what I think is about to happen. I don't think a dump has to be the end of the world. I think the probability to just moon right through this without some sort of pullback is decreasing as the bearish confluence continues to build, but it's just technical analysis. Nothing is ever perfect, right? We're just looking for that perceived edge over the market. So right now, my friends, I think that this is a range where many speculators are going to get either crushed or absolutely feel that glory when the trade runs in their direction, because I think we're just waiting for an absolutely explosive move to come out of this range. Okay, so keep your wits about you, stay diligent, and stay focused on this market. I know right now I'm strategizing around the clock, and like I said earlier, I'm going to keep you updated with all of my trade setups in VIP, exactly where I'm looking to enter, exactly where I'm looking to potentially take profit, where I'll place my stop losses, etc. Today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I'll see you in VIP right now after this video. And before I forget, I almost forgot, what I want to show you here as well, my friends, is the correlation here with the equities market. Okay, so let's actually take a look here. We'll look at the Dow Jones, okay? It's possible right now that we are going to see some continued weakness here in the equities market. Of course, again, there's no guarantees here. There's no certainties in trading. I'm just simply pointing out that we did see a V-shaped recovery up to that 0.618 Fibonacci extension. We did form what appears to be a potential bearish head and shoulders pattern, and we have closed a daily candle below the neckline, and right now we are looking to potentially close another daily candle body below this region. Could this lead to further downside action? I think it's possible, and we know that Bitcoin has certainly been correlated with the stocks, ladies and gentlemen. So if the stock market does roll over and continue to the downside, I do think it's possible that Bitcoin could see some downward pressure from that occurring. And just the same, if the stocks actually do reverse here, negate this technical analysis, and just happen to rip to the upside, I think that that could be bullish for Bitcoin as well. At this point in time, I still don't believe that Bitcoin has decoupled from the equities markets right now. I know that has been a hot topic today as the stocks have been floundering a little bit, and the Bitcoin price has obviously seen an uptick over the past 24 hours. I chalk that up to a coincidence, my friends. We're still feeling the effects here of the halving. There's still a lot of hype in the market. We are essentially at the most critical point of the macro trend, my friends. What do you think, that people aren't excited to be speculating on Bitcoin here? Come on. We're right at the point where it's make or break. We're either going to see the bear market continue into the abyss after a rare triple top macro rejection, or we're going to see a potential bull market begin here by breaking that structure, consolidating, and looking to rip higher. Let's get this crypto. My friends, right now, I've already said it, but I'm watching this market like a hawk with an eagle eye, preparing to strike like a cobra out of the grass and get this crypto. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, or you can navigate like a cobra and strike like the dawn. So my friends, that is going to wrap it up for me here. If you could leave a thumbs up for the algorithm, I so appreciate it. Leave a comment as well if you can. It helps with the algo. My friends, you probably are already subscribed by now, but if you are not, welcome to the channel. Hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, and select all. That gives you all of my notifications in real time. And something has been going on with the YouTube algorithm lately, my friends, so you really need to make sure, especially if you're a long-time subscriber, that when your subscribe button is clicked, then you tick the bell. Make sure that all is selected. People have been commenting saying they're not getting the notifications. I think that they changed the YouTube algorithm to some extent. So make sure right now that your subscribe button is clicked, your bell is ticked, and that all is selected. And that should give you all of the notifications. If it doesn't, that is beyond my control. Okay, so make sure that is all done. My friends, welcome to the channel. And most importantly, I am looking to trade this right now for potentially life-changing trading opportunity. My friends, don't get wrecked with James at the water cooler and Average Joe, my friends, eating those moonberry pies at the county fair. Right now, the Don is preparing to get that cake and eat it too. So If you want to see exactly how I'll personally be setting up my trades, where I'll be looking to enter, exit, etc., well, I'll keep you updated with that exclusively in VIP. Today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from Average Joe into Savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I'll see you in VIP right now after this video. Let's get this crypto. And until next time, my friends, the Don has spoken. Be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curbs.